and put another thing which works opposite to that, then in your system there is a war. But you ate that rice and ghee, now the damage is big.
If you cook honey, it'll become poisonous.
To get an Ayurvedic perspective, stay connected and watch the video till the end.
There is something called as Viruddha Ahara. That means if you eat one thing and put another thing which works opposite to that, then in your system there is a war. You know, digestive process is largely between acids and alkalines and all this stuff. For example, you eat meat which is fatty. If you ate it by itself, it may not cause that much damage. But you ate that with rice and ghee, you call that biryani, and you ate it. Now the damage is big because these two things will not go together. This is why any non-vegetarian food and milk-related food were never mixed, because the moment you mix it, it will go opposite to each other and you create a battle within yourself.
Honey is one of the best things that you can consume.
Psychological stability, physical well-being, vitality, all these things can be greatly enhanced simply consuming daily honey.
Daily consumption of honey can do a lot for your health, especially people who have excess mucus problems. It's very good for your heart, it's good for your brains, it keeps your mind alert, and it's highly energetic. So daily consumption of honey can do a lot, especially if you have growing children. They must consume honey on a daily basis.
Virud means opposite and ahar means food. So it means opposite foods. For example, taking food at the wrong time, wrong potency, wrong place, wrong proportions, etc.
If you cook honey, it'll become poisonous. Honey should not be cooked. I know people are baking it, cooking it in cakes and other things, it's not a good thing to do. Certain part of the honey turns poisonous if you cook it. You should put it in warm water, not in boiling hot water.
Virud ahara or incompatible food combinations diminishes your digestive fire or agni, which leads to several diseases. This undigested food material turns sour and behaves like a poison in your body known as ama or visha as per Ayurvedic terminology. This can manifest into a host of diseases such as fever, skin disorders, insanity, anemia, and so many more.
Hey, shalom, shalom, all praise, honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Lakah, Kadash, the Bahana to Zelda, and the apostles of Great Mason, who do well. A peace, a blessing, and salutation to you, Akiam, who are pushing these truths to the four winds of the heaven, being on the forefront of this spiritual war, to make sure Jerusalem is established as a praise, here on yes again, as in the days of old. So, amen. The Mediterranean diet is not just a diet, man. You see, or the Eastern diet, let me say it like that, it is called the Mediterranean diet, but really it's the Eastern diet, man. You see, they use the same thing in India, China, you see, Middle East, and some parts of Africa, man. See, and there is a whole science behind the food, fruit, and there's a season, man. You see, the compatibility between one food and another, the time you eat, the place you eat, the people you eat with, man. The season you eat that particular food is very important. You see, and the different flavor, man, you have a bitter, sweet, spicy, salt, and sour. If you mix between this and that in terms of flavor, it produces this and that. For example, if we eat for people who have a low in testosterone, man. For example, if you eat a banana with an avocado, man, it can do wonders, man. You see? For you people who have low libido, or brothers who have low libido, man. See, that's a kicker right there, man. Banana and the avocado. You can mix with ground nuts, man, or sunflower seed, man, all of that good stuff. And banana, what it do, it enhance your blood flow to the penis. And avocado, what it do, it enhance the production of testosterone. So together, the combination of the two, they increase your libido and your strength. And they build your muscle in your penis, man. So it is always a combination. Instead of just eating bananas or avocado, man, you can combine them too. For example, if you put ginger and lemon, or you put cinnamon and what you call, you put it in vinegar or whatever, man, or turmeric with vinegar, all of these things, man. So there is a whole science, like I said, there is a whole science behind diet, man. You don't eat just to eat, man, and that's why this society is fucked up, man. You see, and I man. So let me get Wisdom Solomon in 17. I say, let me start. At verse 16, for in his hand are both we and our words, or wisdom wherefore, and a knowledge of workmanship. For he has given me certain knowledge of the things that are, you see. So you needed to have certain knowledge, man. We as kings, and I was watching the elder brother video, the elder Laquayam, if I'm pronouncing his name correct, man. He was going to biology, man, and it reminded me back in the days, man. I used to be in all of that stuff, man, biology. He was going to the Krebs cycle, or the electron transport, and you're dealing with the carbon cycle and the nitrogen cycle and the whole thing with climate change, man. You see, and how it's very important for carbon dioxide in your body as a respiring being in relation to the ecosystem and all of that thing. And then when you go further, in which Esau don't tell you carbon dioxide, it enhances the ozone layer. As the ozone layer, it protects the Earth from infrared radiation. That's why a lot of people are having skin cancers today, because the ozone layer is messed up. This is just another topic. So let's go back to food, man. I see. Over here in Africa, you can even eat the brother from Australia, he can substantiate what I say. See, fruit, when you deal with fruit, see, fruit come in a particular season. I see. Mangoes over here, they come in November, December. November, I think it's November, December is there. It's always 3 months. It is, I think it is November, December, and January, if I'm not mistaken. January, in January they are running out, I see. When you go to orange, right now it is the season of orange. You see, orange come in June, July. Yes, it is June, July, and I think it is and August, if I'm not mistaken. I see. And then you have like sugar cane. So sugar cane come in March, June, July. That's sugar cane. You have corn. Over here, corn comes in March, April, in May. See, and then you have like other fruit in which I don't know their name in English. So each particular fruit, it comes in a specific month, man. And the cycle goes like that. But right now you have Esau man have made it to the point that you have avocados over the whole entire year. From January to December, man. You have avocado because of CC, what you call modern farming. You can always plant avocado, man, and enhance it with different fertilizers and the chemicals, man, and then you go into genetic modifiers. They can be genetically modified, you see, so that they can even grow. You can grow over an avocado even in winter nowadays, man. So I have been eating avocados to a point I don't want to see avocado no more, man. That's not how it's supposed to be. Back in the days, man, you wait for the season for avocado season, man. You wait for the mango season, man. So it prepare your body to accept that nutrient and put it in his right place. When the time of corn come, man, we eat corn. See, you put them on the fire. You eat corn. You can boil corn and eat corn. You can put corn on a fire like how you put meat. You're grilling meat. Put corn like that. It's very good. You can cook corn, man. Like you call it makande. So there is 3 different ways you can eat corn, man. So it is not boiling for all 3 months of corn, man. It can go up to 5 months because the corn over here is abundant. There is like 4 different ways to eat corn, man. It never gets boiling. When the time of avocado came, there is a whole science with that, man. You eat avocado with what? You eat avocado with groundnuts. Or you can eat avocado with banana, because avocado and banana, they came in the same season. You see? So that you build your reproductive system. Nowadays, a lot of people are complaining, low fertility is this, man. Because you don't understand the science of food, man. The whole science of food and their seasons, man. You see? How do you eat in winter? There is a reason why you eat certain food in winter, but all you want to eat is Popeye and sandwich, man. You see? There are certain food you eat to stabilize your digestive system, man. You see? Like if you want your kidney to be good, you can eat cucumbers, or you can eat and the cucumber, that's a good fruit. You see? You can eat watermelon, and if you had kidney problem, you can't eat avocados and the bananas, man. So it's all tying together with your health, man. There are certain food that are incompatible. That's why always you are tired, always you are having bad dream, always your stomach is hurting, always you're getting fat, man. The system is gone, man. In the kingdom, food is a whole another science, man. There is a whole another science in food, man. You see? Like now I'm eating what you call you can eat banana. You put banana. I know my English is limited. You put banana on the fire, like how you put the meat on the fire. You're grilling meat. You put the banana on the fire. You eat that with groundnut, man. That's the meal I eat, let's say, on the afternoon. So in the West, some brothers have to eat 1 meal. You see, eat 1 meal. Actually, you can put like that banana. You put banana on the fire. You like how you put meat. You're grilling meat. You put the banana on the fire. You don't have to cook the banana, or you don't have to put the banana on the fire. On like those who they fry banana like how you fry meat in a frying pan with oil. No, man, that's not how you're supposed to eat banana. You're supposed to to steam it, or you put it on the fire like you're grilling meat. You see, that's a very sweet, man. You eat with groundnut. You see, so you don't have to eat 1 meal, man. No, man. You can just eat a fruit in the afternoon, and you can. If you are eating 1 meal, you can eat a fruit. You can drink the herbs, like they say ginger tea in the morning. You eat a fruit in the afternoon, and you eat your 1 meal at night, man. That's how it's supposed to be. You see, so it's struggling with rice. You eat a lot of rice. Sometimes you might not have a choice but to eat rice, man. But you need to detoxify your body. You see, you need to. If you are eating too much of something because you can't afford another food, you need to stay on your detox, man. That's what it's supposed to be. Actually. Let me see. Proverbs 24:4, and by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with your precious and pleasant riches. You see? Habakkuk 2:14, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Most High, as the waters cover the earth. That goes into true wisdom, knowing and understanding, in which you have different departments. When we talk about the true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Yahweh Hashem Shai, the core concept is prophecy. But you have other, like a subsidiary knowledge to it, man. Like the herbs, man, and then the food, balanced diet. Esau tell you eating balanced diet. What is a balanced diet? A balanced diet, according to Esau, is a diet which it comprises all the major components of food, is carbohydrate, proteins. That's a balanced diet to Esau. But it is more than that. You can have all that components in your table, but what's about the right amount? What about the compatibility of food? You see, there is a lot of variety of carbohydrate. You can pair it with protein. There is a lot of variety of protein. You see, so if you are eating carbohydrate and protein, you need to they need to be compatible. If you are eating, let's say, vegetables, there is a lot of variety of vegetable, man. You can eat certain vegetable. You can eat it with carrot. For you people who have, say, you are addicted. You are addicted to something. You have a lot of dopamine. You're floating dopamine in your brain. You can eat what's called spinach or broccoli with carrot, man. You see, while you are on your dopamine detox, something known as a dopamine detox, you refrain from anything which make you extremely happy, which make your day, let's say, sexy. Let's say you are watching pornography, and then from watching pornography, you are having erectile dysfunction right now. You refrain from pornography and all of this nudity. If you used to watch nude, you refrain from nude. You refrain from pornography. You refrain from, let's say, you are masturbating. You refrain from masturbating, and then you go on a 90-day dopamine detox while you are eating. Not just a dopamine detox. You know, a lot of people fail on that. You go on a dopamine detox because you have an addiction, but where will all that dopamine go? You need to clean it, man. How do you clean it? Food is a herb. You go into spinach, broccoli. You can do broccoli, and then the carrot, a lot of carrot, man. And then exercise. And another thing is when you are eating all of this food, exercise, man. Let's say I gave you a combination which can increase your libido. You see, banana, avocado, and groundnuts. Or you can eat honey with raw cassava. Man, that's a powerful potent, man. Honey, you soak your raw cassava, you soak it with honey. Honey, it make your blood, it's the same thing, your blood go to your penis, and the cassava, it produce a lot of testosterone. So the combination of it creates a powerful, man, a powerful reproductive system. And exercise. Exercise is something in Chinese medicine known as vitality. It increases your vitality, man. You become active. So having sex, that's an active performance. So you need to be active. That's where exercise comes in. You can eat all your raw cassava and your honey all you want, but if you are not active, how are you going to perform on the bed? You can eat your banana with your avocado, but if you are not active, that's where exercise comes in, man. All your systems are interconnected. Your liver, you need to be active for your liver to function. And how do you become active? Exercise. But back in the day, people they didn't want to exercise because back in the days there was a lot of activities, so people were always active. Back in the days there were no cars, so people they used to walk like 50 kilometers, man, a day. So that was enough exercise. That's why back in the day, in ancient medicine, when you go to the Orientals medicine, there was no emphasis on exercise because that was a normal routine. You exercise, you do. But right now in the West, people are lazy, you are inactive. So we needed to emphasize on exercise. For example, your dopamine detox, it needed to be you say you go on your dopamine detox, you refrain from anything which make you addicted for 90 days. You eat your spinach and carrot, see, and some ginger or turmeric in there, man. You see, because you balance your dopamine, you don't want your dopamine to be below the normal range. So while you are exercising, man, and you become fit, which is just what it is, man, and you feel confident, yes, man. See, let me see. I see, Ecclesiastes 17:7. Withal he fills them with a knowledge of understanding, and shows them good and evil, what to do and what to do. I see. So, which is this, I say, Shalom. I hope you brothers were edified. On to the next thing.